All right, good morning everybody from the Seiad Valley. Had a good night last night in the RV park, and right now I literally walked from right there to right here to the Seiad Valley post office. There is the general store for all the resupplies, and right next to that's the Seiad Cafe, and that is home of the PCT famous pancake challenge. So what it is if you eat 5 pounds of pancakes, you don't have to pay. Nobody ever eats 5 pounds of pancakes, so I'm not even gonna try. But I am gonna have me maybe some bacon and eggs and maybe a pancake. Then I'll go back. I got my tent all packed up, everything's ready to go. I've left it with Finn and Thomas, the German gentlemen I've been hiking with. They're still laying there in their beds. They're not gonna leave for a couple more hours. After I eat, I'll go grab my stuff and I'll get out of here. And it looks like Graceland just finished up his meal. So how was it?
Excellent.
Did you do the pancake challenge?
Absolutely not.
Yes, and that's what I'm not gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. It'd be a waste of money. So,
Yeah.
all right, we'll go in and we'll get something to eat, and then we will get the pack and we'll head out. That's where we're at. The Seiad Cafe, home of the famous Seiad Pancake Challenge along the Pacific Crest Trail. How cool is that, huh? So inside the Seiad Valley Cafe, it's actually really cool. This place is one of the PCT iconic stops here in the Seiad Valley. They do have the pancake challenge, like I said. It's like 19 bucks, but if you eat 5 pounds of the pancakes, you don't have to pay, but there's no way. Maybe before the trail, but now our hikers, the stomachs have shrunk. There's no way I could eat 5 pounds of pancakes, is it? No way. Has anybody ever eaten the 5 pounds of pancakes? Do you know if anybody has ever eaten the 5 pounds of pancakes?
They've been here 10 years, and I think 3 people.
3 people. What's your name, sir?
Gary?
And you're a local. Gary would know. Thanks, Gary. Yeah. Yeah, so apparently, yeah, I'm not even going to waste I'm not going to try to spend $18. There's no way I could eat 5 pounds of pancakes.
The best I've seen is about halfway through.
Oh, yeah, there's just no way. There's no way. So I ordered what's called the hobo, and that's like 2 pancakes, 2 eggs, 2 strips of bacon, and some hash browns. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I got a root beer. So, all right, yeah. So this is it. This is the Seiad Cafe. Pretty cool. They have a section down there for hikers, the VIP section, but the problem is the seat that I would have gotten would have been right underneath the ceiling fan, and it's already loud in here. So, hey everybody, so that was an awesome breakfast. I probably still highlighted my mustache and beard. So I got talking with that old guy sitting next to me. His name's Gary. Grew up in the Bay Area. Now he lives here and grows pot for a living. But yeah, real nice guy, man. Would not stop talking. So I paid it forward. I secretly paid his bill and told the girl not to tell him until after I'd left. So that's pretty cool. I like doing that. And I'm not telling you, for any kind of credit. It's just I feel good about it. It's kind of cool to surprise somebody like that, because I've had that happen to me in my life before. So, and it was like $6. I think he had like 2 eggs and some sausage. So no biggie. All right, so I'm back here at my tent site that is all packed up, and there it is, and I'm going to hit the trail, and I will see you guys later. Let's go to Canada. All right, now I've got a little bit of a road walk to put me back on the trail. So there's a little bit of a detour. So, boy, that rooster is driving me nuts. A little bit of a detour due to trail maintenance, where they're trying to cut away and burn away, actually, an abundance of poison oak. The wet winter and wet spring and wet summer has caused about 12 miles of the trail to just be overgrown with poison oak. So they're detouring us up this road walk 14 miles. So kind of a bummer. I don't want poison oak, and I'm okay. The road walk's gonna be 2 miles longer. But if that will assure me that I don't get poison oak, then I'm all for it. A girl came into the restaurant yesterday that had poison oak all over her legs, and it was just big red blisters. It was forcing her off trail for a little while to go get it taken care of. So I'm not good with any of that. So this is it. Canada, onward and northward. Next stop that I'm looking forward to, I got two. The California-Oregon border, that's going to be monumental, and then Ashland, Oregon. I've got a package there. In fact, Allison's put it in the mail today. Should be there when I get there in about 3 or 4 days. Probably take a full 0 there to recoup. So, yeah, the California-Oregon border and Ashland, Oregon. Here we come. So, see you guys later. Have a great, great, great day, because I am. Let's just have a wonderful day. No matter what we're doing, let's have a good time. Hey everybody. This has been a long walk. I'm about 12 miles up this dirt road. It's detours like this that are hard. I could have done the trail and hiked like 8, but I have to do this detour and it's like 14 or something like that. I'm standing in one of the few shade spots I've had all day. I'm just beat. So here's a truck. I don't know what they're doing. They're probably getting spring water. It's kind of weird. That truck's just parked there with the door open and nobody around. They might have walked upstream by that waterfall to get water, but I sure didn't see anybody. I wasn't going to stop and investigate. Those days are behind me. So yeah, so for what it's worth, to explain this detour just a little bit, with all the rain and snow and incredibly wet winter, about the first 5 miles of the trail leaving the Seiad Valley was riddled in poison ivy, or poison oak. Saw a couple of girls, like I said before, saw a couple girls hike it, get to the top, and then hitchhike on the main highway back to the Seiad Valley to get medical attention. And their legs were just horribly raised red and bloody blisters. So, I don't think it's a PCTA thing. It was like some club, 4-H club or equestrian club or somebody out of like the Seiad Valley or this area was going in this weekend, which was yesterday, the day before, and today. Today's Monday. And they were going to either poison it or burn it. I don't know. but they asked unofficially that we take this detour, and I get it, and I don't want poison oak, but it just sucks. You know, 5 to 8 miles of trail. I think it was like 5 for like a 13-mile road walk. So, but you know, that's the trail. That's what it is. That's the trail at the time you find it, and you hike what you've got. I wasn't gonna go hiking through all their stuff. So, but I may be 2 miles from where I need to be. And I don't know what I'm gonna do as far as mileage today. I'm hurting pretty bad. This has just been rough. Heavy pack to get me to Ashland. On top of that, I'm just walking on a dusty, dirty road. It's pretty much straight up for the last 8 hours. Oh. Never said this was easy, that's for sure. No matter how many times I've seen him, they always kind of blow my mind. That was a big bear. I hope the camera caught that when I threw a rock at it, or a piece of wood at it to get it to move. Yeah, that was awesome. Epic. That's my spirit animal. Till one of them comes back and eats me. Yeah, I hope the GoPro got that one. Alright, so I'm about done today. In fact, I was just looking at a campsite up there when I saw Mr. Black Bear. But I'm gonna keep moving because it's only like 4 o'clock. So, pretty cool bear, huh? We like them. Love the bears. Hey everybody, excuse me. I just woke up from a little bit of a nap. So, 19. What did I say? I figured it did. 19. Oh boy, 19.3 miles today, something like that. I'm currently sleeping at 1675.5 of the PCT. Communicating right now via the satellite with my father-in-law Ken. He kind of helps me with logistics as I'm planning out, and you know, he double checks a lot of my work at home on the computer and stuff, so it's really nice having him. Appreciate you, Ken. Appreciate him doing that. Yeah, a little over, I think it's 19.7 is what it is, 19.7 mile day, and that's considering the detour of that hot dirt road that was straight up and just miserable. Saw a bear today. I just reviewed the video on the GoPro. I synced it to the phone on the GoPro app. That was a big bear. Probably a 450, 500 pound bear. And I know my bears. It was a big bear, big Bruin, and probably a 6 or 7 year old. And That's why he didn't run away. That guy is the king of the woods, and he's not afraid of anything. Bears will usually run because they're afraid. This guy just looked at me on the trail. We kind of stared each other down for a minute at maybe 45 feet. And then he just turned and kind of walked off. And the whole time I was fumbling trying to get the GoPro on. That's why, excuse me, that's why when the video comes on, he's just walking into the trees. When we when we came nose to nose on the trail, I kind of reached up and was fumbling for the button, you know, on the quick capture to turn on the GoPro, and I got it set so it automatically starts recording, but there's about a 3-second delay. But yeah, that bear wasn't afraid of me. He just kind of looked at me and decided to go the other direction. And I'm not afraid of bears. I know that sounds arrogant, but I'm not. I just kind of understand bears. The only person that will probably truly understand that, well, there's probably a couple. Probably my Uncle Possum, but I know Andy Arn. Andy will understand it, that I'm just not afraid of bears. Maybe I should be, but that's just not one of the things in this world that I'm afraid of. I respect them and I understand them, but I'm not worried about them hurting me. So I've got 42.2 miles to Ashland, Oregon. I've got 16.2 miles to the Oregon-California border. I will definitely hit the 16.2 miles tomorrow. That'll be pretty cool. I'm just trying to decide if I want to try to do that 42.2 in 2 days or stretch it out to 3. I've definitely got enough food to make it 3 days. I'm not in a real huge hurry to get to Ashland. My resupply box won't be there until Thursday anyway, and today's Monday. So if I get there Tuesday, if I get there Wednesday night, then so I'll probably stretch this out, this 42.2. I'll probably stretch this out 3 days, and then get to Ashland on Thursday and spend, if I can find a cheap enough hotel. I'm not poor by any means, you know, you guys know that, but this hiking is expensive. You'd be amazed at how much money to do something like this actually costs. So when I do get into town, I got to be frugal with my spending. So I try to get, like, you know, economy type hotels. That type. But I can get a nice economy hotel. I'll spend, I think I might spend Thursday night and Friday night and take a full 0 on Friday, meaning no hiking. Got to let my body heal up a little bit. It's hurting in a lot of ways. And I haven't had a 0 since Quincy. And that was 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, God, I forget. But I haven't had a 0 since Quincy. I've had overnighters in you know, Dunsmuir. I had one. But I need a 0, so we'll see what I can scrounge as far as a hotel in Ashland. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm inside my tent, really cool camp spot, but I've got my shoes off. I'm letting my feet kind of just breathe. Had some pretty bad blisters on this one start to form up, so I had to tape him, and just is what it is. But this toenail is starting to come back down here. It's kind of nice. It was hanging by a thread. But I promised Bill Wayne that I wouldn't show gratuitous shots of my feet, so you don't get to see that one. But I'm doing well. Canada still isn't a reality, even though I'm under 1,000 miles. It's still the very next town. I'm just going to get to the next town. And daily it's get to the next water source or get on top of the next ridge. But today was brutal. Today, after about 11 or 10, 8, 9, 10 miles of that road in the 90+ degree temperature, I'd walk maybe 100 feet and I'd have to just stop, and sweat was just dripping off me, and I'd walk another 100 feet and have to stop. And then it got to where I'd walk 75 feet, and then it got down to 50 feet, and then it got to where I was just doing shots of like 20 feet at a time. So glad to have that detour, poison oak nonsense behind me, and smooth sailing hopefully from here forward. That is, if the bear doesn't come back. It's about a mile back, so I'm going to bed. It's about 7 o'clock Pacific Coast time, and I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not even cooking dinner tonight. I had some pepperoni, I had 2 Kit Kats, a Snickers, some Cheetos, and like 10 Oreo cookies, and a liter of water. I'm done. I'm exhausted. Appreciate y'all. Hope this finds everybody out there healthy, happy, and well. From mile 1675.5, is that what I said I was at? 1675.5 of the PCT. 1675.5 of the PCT. Appreciate you, Fish Tank Kids.